Dragon's Breath Celosia Info and Care. Dragon's Breath Celosia is an annual flower that gets its name from its strikingly red and orange inflorescences that resemble a dragon's breath. This heat-loving plant is native to Africa and Asia, where it is often used in dry floral arrangements. The vibrant blooms of Dragon's Breath Celosia makes it a popular choice for summer gardens. Dragon's Breath is an exciting flower that has just recently gained popularity in the floriculture industry. With its unique, intricate, and eye-catching petals, it is a great addition to any garden. But do you know all there is to know about Dragon's Breath Celosia? Keep watching to learn everything you need to know about growing Dragon's Breath Celosia in your own garden. Before I continue, be sure to tap that like button as it lets us know that you are enjoying the video. Caring for your Dragon's Breath Celosia, a brief guide. Dragon's Breath Celosia can add a splash of color to your home or garden, but its care requirements are a little different when compared to other plants. To properly care for the Dragon's Breath, remember to keep these requirements in mind. Watering requirements. These plants are drought tolerant and do not require much watering. Only water them when the topsoil is dry. You want to keep the soil moist, not wet, so refrain from watering when the top of the soil is still wet. Soaking the soil to the point that it is saturated can cause the root to rot. Soil requirements. Dragon's Breath require fertile soil and perfect drainage. If your soil is not fertile, enrich it by adding compost, peat moss, and aged manure. Make sure that your soil is light, airy, and well drained. The soil should also have a slightly acidic pH, ideally about 6.0 to 6.5. The topsoil can have a more alkaline pH if you live in a hot and dry climate. Temperature requirements. Dragon's Breath does best when the temperature is between 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Dragon's Breath like warm temperatures and require at least 7 hours of sunlight per day for optimal growth. The plant is extremely sensitive to low temperatures, so during the winter months, the plant should be kept indoors. Pests and common diseases. Dragon's Breath Celosia are particularly vulnerable to mealybugs, spider mites, aphids, and thrips. To combat these pests in the garden, you can use plants that are natural enemies of these bugs. These include plants such as chives, oregano, and parsley, which should be planted nearby to protect your plant. In the case of spider mites, which are most common in this plant, the leaves will become speckled with tiny white dots. These dots are actually the spider mite's eggs. To treat spider mites, spray the leaf thoroughly with water to help prevent the spread of the infestation, and then spray the plant with insecticidal soap. Propagating. In order to propagate Dragon's Breath Celosia, cut off a section of the plant and place it in a warm area. The plant should root within a few days, and once it begins to grow, transplant it into a pot filled with potting soil. Keep the plant warm and you will notice the new leaves growing within a few days. Dragon's Breath can also be propagated through seed. You will want to plant the seed half-inch into the soil. You will want to avoid planting the seeds too deep or you risk the seed rotting. Once the seeds are planted, sprinkle a little soil over the top of them and water them. Pruning. Prune your Dragon's Breath Celosia only when it is necessary, as the plant should be left to grow naturally. However, be sure to remove the discolored and brown leaves, dead flowers, and any other part of the plant that has died. Dragon's Breath Celosia are not extreme pruning plants. However, because of their shape and size, pruning is inevitable. Use scissors or a sharp knife to prune the plant. Fertilizer. During the growing season, fertilize your Dragon's Breath Celosia with a slow-release fertilizer on a monthly basis. Dragon's Breath is a fairly low-maintenance plant and only needs to be fertilized once every 2 or 3 weeks. If you choose to fertilize with the liquid fertilizer, do so in the morning hours. Ensure that you do not over-fertilize, as this can cause burn damage. And in the fall, use a fertilizer with higher phosphorus to nitrogen ratio. Sunlight requirements. These plants are native to the tropics and require lots of sunlight. They grow best in full sun, so make sure you place them in an area that gets at least 8 hours of sunlight per day. These plants do not fare well in shade and they will wilt and die. If you need to add more sunlight to your yard, then you can use southern-facing flower beds or a large background of decorative stones in a row, creating a little sun trap. Care for winter. During the winter months, Dragon's breath celosia should be grown indoors. When indoors, the plant should be placed by a bright window where it will be exposed to a few hours of natural sunlight daily. The plant's soil should be kept slightly moist, and a humidifier can be placed nearby to help the plant retain its moisture. Final thoughts. If you are looking for a plant that will add color to your yard, Dragon's breath celosia is a perfect choice. First-time gardeners will find it easy to grow and maintain, and will quickly become one of the most popular plants in your garden. Be sure to like and subscribe, and remember that life is better when you garden.